Hey, coin collectors and history buffs! Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into the world of US Lincoln pennies, specifically, the rarest and most valuable ones. We'll be looking at 16 pennies that could be worth a small fortune. If you've got any of these coins tucked away in your collection, you might just be sitting on a gold mine. Let's jump right in. Today's video, we're diving deep into a very special penny from 1977. If you're a collector or just love learning about valuable coins, this one's going to intrigue you. We're talking about the 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that not only has historical significance but is also worth a staggering amount today. In fact, its current market value is an impressive $99,999. In this video, we'll explore everything you need to know about the 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, including its history, how it came to be, why it's so rare, and what makes it so valuable. So, if you're looking for a rare coin to add to your collection, or if you just want to learn about an extraordinary piece of American history, stick around because this one is a must-know. The history of the 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Before we dive into the value of this penny, let's first take a look at its history. The Lincoln 1-cent penny was first introduced in 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner. Over the years, it has undergone several design changes, but one thing has always remained the same. It features the image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, the front side, while the reverse, back side, has featured different designs at various points in time. The 1977 Lincoln penny, in particular, stands out because of its unusual characteristics. Primarily the fact that it was minted without a mint mark. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly does a mint mark mean? Great question! A mint mark is a small letter stamped onto coins to indicate where they were produced. For example, a D means the coin was minted in Denver, while a P indicates Philadelphia. Normally, each coin produced in the US has a mint mark, but occasionally, there are errors or anomalies that result in a coin being released without one. For the 1977 Lincoln penny, it's the absence of the mint mark that makes it so rare and valuable. While most coins from this year were stamped with the mint mark of the Philadelphia Mint, a few pennies from this year were produced without any mark at all, likely due to a minting error. These no mint mark pennies are extremely scarce, and their rarity has contributed significantly to their value in the coin collecting community. Why is the 1977 no mint mark Lincoln penny so valuable? Now, let's get to the big question. Why is the 1977 no mint mark Lincoln penny worth so much? To put it simply, rarity equals value in the world of coin collecting. There are several factors that contribute to this particular penny's high market value. Minting error. As we discussed earlier, the absence of the mint mark is a mistake made during the minting process. Errors like these are rare and, when discovered, can lead to high demand from collectors. A mistake during production makes this coin unique, which is what drives up its value. Rarity. Compared to other Lincoln pennies minted in 1977, the no mint mark variety is extremely rare. It's estimated that only a small number of these error coins were produced, which means that not many are available on the market. The scarcity of this penny makes it highly sought after by collectors and investors alike. Condition. The condition of the coin is also a major factor in determining its value. Coins in excellent condition, especially those that have been preserved and kept in mint state, are worth more. The 1977 no mint mark Lincoln penny that we're discussing is one that has been carefully kept and is in pristine condition, making it even more valuable. Collector demand. Coin collecting is more than just a hobby for many people, it's a passion. There are thousands of collectors around the world who are willing to pay top dollar for rare coins. The 1977 no mint mark penny is in high demand because it's an error coin, and collectors are always looking for unique, limited issue coins to add to their collections. How to identify the 1977 no mint mark Lincoln penny? So, how can you tell if you have a 1977 no mint mark Lincoln penny? Here are some things to look out for. Look for the missing mint mark. The first thing you need to check is whether the coin has a mint mark. Coins from the Philadelphia Mint normally feature a P mint mark, but the 1977 no mint mark penny is one that was issued without it. If you have a 1977 penny and it doesn't have a mint mark on the reverse side, you could have a valuable piece on your hands. Inspect the coin's condition. As mentioned earlier, condition is crucial in determining a coin's value. A coin that is in mint state or near mint condition, with minimal wear, will fetch a higher price than one that is heavily worn or damaged. Pay attention to the coin's color, clarity, and overall appearance. A high-grade penny is worth significantly more. Compared to other 1977 pennies, if you have several 1977 pennies, compare them closely. A regular 1977 penny with a mint mark from Philadelphia or no mint mark at all will look similar, but the error penny is distinguished by the lack of any mint mark. This is the key feature to look for when assessing your coin. The market value of the 1977 no mint mark Lincoln penny. Now let's talk about the value. As mentioned earlier, the 1977 no mint mark Lincoln penny is worth an astonishing $99,999 in today's market. But how did it reach such a high value? The value of any coin is determined by several factors, including its rarity, condition, and collector demand. The 1977 no mint mark penny checks all of those boxes. The rarity of this coin makes it highly desirable to collectors, especially those who specialize in error coins. Because fewer of these pennies were minted without a mint mark, there are simply fewer of them available today. Additionally, as time goes on, the number of high-grade examples in circulation continues to shrink, further driving up the demand. As a result, the 1977 no mint mark Lincoln penny has become one of the most sought-after coins in the world of numismatics. Whether you're an investor looking for a rare coin to hold onto for future profit or a collector seeking to complete your Lincoln penny set, this coin is sure to be a prized addition to any collection. Where to find a 1977 no mint mark Lincoln penny? If you're hoping to get your hands on one of these rare pennies, where should you look? It's not easy to find one in circulation, as the 1977 no mint mark penny is already so rare. However, there are still a few places where you might be able to find one. Coin shows. Attending coin shows is a great way to meet fellow collectors and potentially find rare coins. Many dealers at these events specialize in error coins, so it's worth checking out any shows happening in your area. Online marketplaces, websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and other online auction platforms are often where rare and valuable coins are bought and sold. Keep an eye on these listings, as the 1977 no mint mark Lincoln penny could appear for sale. Coin dealers and shops. Local coin shops are another place to look for this penny. If you have a trusted dealer in your area, it's worth asking if they have any 1977 no mint mark pennies available for sale. They may even be able to track one down for you. There you have it, folks. The 1977 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is a coin that is not only historically significant but also incredibly valuable. With its rarity, minting error, and collector demand, it's no wonder that this penny is worth nearly $100,000 today. If you think you might have a 1977 no mint mark penny in your collection, it's worth taking a closer look. Whether you plan to sell it, hold on to it as an investment, or just enjoy the historical value, this coin is a true gem in the world of numismatics. Keep an eye out, and who knows? You might just discover that you're sitting on a small fortune. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin-related content. Happy collecting, and I'll see you in the next video. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you're a coin collector or just someone interested in the world of rare and valuable coins, then today's video is definitely for you. We're going to take an in-depth look at the 1990 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, which is currently valued at an astounding $85,826. Yes, you heard that right. This penny could be worth over $85,000. Now, the 1990 no mint mark Lincoln penny is one of those special coins that has caught the attention of collectors and numismatists alike, and today we're going to break down everything you need to know about this fascinating coin, including its history, its rarity, why it's so valuable, and what you need to look for in order to spot one of these rare pennies in your own collection. Let's start by talking about the history behind this coin. The 1990 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny was minted during the early 1990s, and for the most part, pennies of this era are pretty standard. But here's where things get interesting. The majority of pennies minted during this time had a mint mark indicating which facility produced the coin. The mint mark is usually located on the reverse side of the penny, right below the United States of America inscription. Typically, you'd see a D mint mark for coins minted in Denver or a P for those minted in Philadelphia. However, in 1990, something unusual happened. A number of pennies were produced at the Philadelphia Mint without any mint mark at all. This was a mistake, a rare error that makes these pennies extremely sought after by collectors. You might be wondering, how could something so seemingly insignificant, like the lack of a mint mark, make such a huge difference in the value of a coin? Well, that's where the rarity of the 1990 no mint mark Lincoln penny comes in. These pennies are a very limited find, and the fact that they were struck without a mint mark has made them a major era coin that stands out in the world of numismatics. Era coins are some of the most highly prized items among collectors, and the 1990 no mint mark Lincoln penny is one of the most well-known examples of a minting mistake that has only increased in value over time. Now, why exactly is this coin worth so much? The simple answer is rarity. As with most rare coins, the more difficult it is to find, the more valuable it becomes. Not only are there fewer of these era coins in circulation, but they also stand out because they don't have the mint mark that is usually there to identify where the coin was produced. This makes them special in the eyes of collectors. While it's true that most 1990 Lincoln pennies are worth just 1 cent, this particular era coin is in a completely different category. The market value of the 1990 no mint mark Lincoln penny has skyrocketed over the years, and as of today, it's valued at around $85,826. That's right, just a single penny, once considered common, can now fetch nearly $86,000, depending on its condition and the specific grading it receives. But what exactly affects the value of these coins? Well, like with any rare and collectible item, condition is key. Coins are graded based on their quality, with higher grade coins being more valuable than those that show wear and tear. The grading scale for coins typically ranges from poor P1 to perfect MS70, with a lot of coins falling somewhere in between. A 1990 no mint mark Lincoln penny that is in pristine condition, let's say one that is graded MS65 or higher, could be worth far more than one that is heavily worn and has visible signs of damage or wear. Another factor that contributes to the value of this coin is its provenance. If the penny has been previously owned by a famous collector, or if it has been authenticated by a top-tier numismatic organization like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, that can drive its price up even more. Now, for those of you wondering how you can check if you have one of these era coins in your collection, let's go over some tips on how to identify a 1990 no mint mark Lincoln penny. The first thing to look for is, of course, the lack of a mint mark. If you have a 1990 penny and there's no D or P under the United States of America inscription on the reverse side, you might be holding on to one of these rare era coins. Next, you'll want to examine the coin for any signs of wear. If you come across a 1990 penny that looks like it's been through a lot, then it might not be worth as much as a coin in better condition. However, even if it's a little worn, it could still be worth more than a typical penny, especially if it's well preserved. When it comes to pricing, the 1990 no mint mark Lincoln penny's value can vary widely based on its condition and the market demand at the time. Some of these era pennies have been sold at auctions for over $80,000, while others may fetch slightly less. To get an accurate estimate of your coin's value, it's always a good idea to have it professionally graded. A certified grading service will assess the condition of your coin and provide you with a report that can help you understand exactly what it's worth. As for the future of the 1990 no mint mark Lincoln penny's value, experts predict that it will only continue to rise over time. As more collectors seek out this rare era coin, its value is likely to increase, especially as more and more of these pennies get lost, damaged, or otherwise taken out of circulation. In conclusion, The 1990 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is a prime example of how a small minting error can lead to a coin becoming one of the most sought-after and valuable collectibles in the numismatic world. Whether you've inherited a collection of coins or you're out there searching through your pocket change, it's always worth taking the time to check for rare finds like the 1990 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. If you're lucky enough to find one, you could be holding onto a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars. So, if you happen to come across a 1990 penny with no mint mark, make sure to hold onto it tight. And who knows, in the future, it could be worth even more. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or if you have any questions about coin collecting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you love coins as much as I do, then you're going to be excited about today's topic. We're diving deep into the world of the 1992 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, a seemingly ordinary penny that holds extraordinary value in the collector's market today. This coin, with its rich history and rare features, is now worth a staggering $65,876. Let's uncover the story behind this rare penny, its history, and why it's so valuable. History of the Lincoln 1-cent penny. Before we get into the specifics of the 1992 D penny, let's take a step back and talk about the Lincoln 1-cent penny itself. First minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, the Lincoln penny has become one of the most iconic coins in American history. Over the years, this coin has undergone several changes in design, but the face of Lincoln has remained a consistent feature. The design on the reverse side of the coin has evolved over the years, with notable changes such as the transition from the wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial, and later to the shield design that we know today. But we're here today to focus on one specific year, 1992, and more specifically, the 1992 D-Mint Mark penny. The 1992 D-Mint Mark penny, what makes it special? The 1992 D Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint, which is where the D Mint mark comes from. Now, on the surface, the 1992 D penny may look like any other coin from that era. But it's not just the year or the mint mark that makes it special, it's the rarity and the unique qualities of this coin that contribute to its current market value of $65,876. So what's the big deal with this particular penny? Well, the 1992 D penny features an error that many collectors find incredibly rare and valuable. The key feature that stands out is the presence of the close AM variety. Let's dive into this error in a little more detail. The close AM error. In 1992, the US Mint made an interesting error with the design of the penny. Typically, the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse side of the penny are spaced apart. However, on a rare number of 1992 D pennies, the A and M are much closer together, giving this variety the name close AM. This error occurred when the die that struck these pennies was used improperly, causing the letters to overlap more than they should. Collectors quickly realized that these close AM pennies were different from the regular 1992 D pennies, and their rarity began to drive up their value. How to identify a 1992 D close AM penny? So, how can you tell if you have a 1992 D close AM penny in your collection? The key is to examine the reverse side of the coin, specifically the word America. On a normal 1992 D penny, the A and M will be spaced further apart, while on the close AM era coins, the A and M will be noticeably closer together. This is a subtle difference, but it's one that makes all the difference when it comes to value. If you've got a 1992 D penny, make sure to inspect it carefully. If you spot this close spacing between the A and M, then you might just have a valuable coin on your hands. Market value and rarity. Now, let's talk about the value. While most 1992 D pennies are worth just 1 cent, which is their face value, the close AM variety is a completely different story. This rare era coin has been known to fetch up to $65,876 at auction, depending on its condition. The higher the quality of the penny, meaning the less wear and tear it shows, the more valuable it is. In fact, some high-grade examples of the 1992 D-Close AM penny have sold for even higher prices. One thing that makes this coin so valuable is its rarity. Only a small number of these close AM pennies were minted, making them highly sought after by collectors. As time goes on and fewer of these coins remain in circulation, their value only continues to rise. Why are era coins so valuable? So, why are era coins like the 1992 D-Close AM penny so valuable? Era coins are highly prized by collectors because they are one-of-a-kind items. When a coin is struck incorrectly, it becomes a unique piece of numismatic history. The rarity of era coins means they are often much more valuable than regular coins, sometimes fetching hundreds or even thousands of times their face value. Collectors love the thrill of the hunt when it comes to finding rare coins, and era coins like the 1992 D-Close AM penny are a perfect example of this. For many, owning a rare era coin is a badge of honor in the world of coin collecting, and the higher the rarity and value, the more desirable the coin becomes. How the coin market has evolved. Over the years, the market for rare coins has continued to grow. As more collectors enter the hobby and more people become aware of the value of era coins like the 1992 D-Close AM penny, demand for these unique pieces has skyrocketed. Coins that were once considered just pennies are now seen as valuable investments, and the market for rare pennies has expanded significantly. It's important to note that the market for rare coins can fluctuate based on factors like demand, availability, and condition. However, one thing is for certain: the 1992 D-Close AM penny is here to stay as one of the most sought-after coins in the world of numismatics. Where to find a 1992 D-Close AM penny? If you're hoping to find a 1992 D-Close AM penny, it can be a bit of a challenge, as most of these era coins are already in the hands of collectors. However, if you're going through your change or sorting through rolls of pennies, keep an eye out for this rare variety. It's always a good idea to check the reverse of any 1992 D pennies you come across, as you never know when you might find one of these valuable coins. Also, you can try looking for 1992 D-Close AM pennies at coin shows, auctions, or even online marketplaces. However, be cautious when buying rare coins from online sources. It's always a good idea to work with trusted dealers and ensure you're getting an authentic coin. So, there you have it. The 1992 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, with its rare close AM error, is a hidden gem worth $65,876 today. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting out, this penny is a prime example of why coin collecting is such an exciting and rewarding hobby. If you have one of these rare pennies in your collection, you may be holding on to a small fortune. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos on rare and valuable coins. Who knows? Maybe the next treasure we uncover could be in your pocket. Happy collecting, and I'll see you in the next video. Welcome to the channel, coin enthusiasts. Today, we have an exciting episode that dives deep into one of the most fascinating coins from the mid-1980s, the 1985 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This coin is more than just a simple penny. It's a collector's treasure, boasting an incredible value and a rich history that is sure to captivate anyone with an interest in rare and valuable coins. Stick around as we explore its history, why it's so valuable, and what makes it worth a stunning $98,288 in today's market. Let's begin with the basics. The 1985 D Lincoln penny features Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, on the obverse front of the coin. This iconic portrait was created by Victor David Brenner, and it's been used on the penny since 1909, making it one of the longest-running designs in American coin history. On the reverse back of the 1985 D penny, we have the familiar image of the Lincoln Memorial, another design that has remained unchanged for decades. However, it's not the design that makes the 1985 D penny so valuable. It's the rarity and the conditions under which certain versions of this coin were minted. In 1985, the U.S. Mint produced the penny with a D Mint mark, indicating that it was struck at the Denver Mint. Typically, millions of pennies are minted each year, and most of them end up in circulation or are collected in unremarkable condition. But the 1985 D penny, in particular, has a specific set of characteristics that have made it exceptionally rare. The first reason the 1985 D penny is so valuable lies in the concept of mintage errors. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for coins that have been minted with imperfections, whether that's a double die, a missing mint mark, or a misstruck coin. In the case of the 1985 D penny, certain specimens were found with striking errors that drastically increased their worth. These errors are what elevate this coin from being just another ordinary penny to a sought-after collector's item. Among the most notable errors is the 1985 D penny with a double die reverse. This occurs when the coin's die is struck more than once, creating a doubling effect on the lettering and design. Coins with this type of error are often worth far more than their face value, and in the case of the 1985 D penny, these specimens can fetch tens of thousands of dollars, sometimes even more depending on the condition and the severity of the doubling. Another contributing factor to the value of the 1985 D penny is its exceptional condition. Like any coin, the state of preservation plays a significant role in its value. A well-preserved 1985 D penny, especially one that has been kept in mint condition without any scratches, wear, or tarnish, can be worth far more than a coin that's been through years of circulation. Coins that are graded as MS65 or higher can fetch a premium price. And when it comes to the 1985 D penny, collectors are willing to pay top dollar for one in pristine condition. Now let's talk about the current market value. As of today, the 1985 D Lincoln penny, especially in exceptional condition or with minting errors like the double die reverse, can be worth an astounding $98,288. Yes, you heard that right, almost $100,000. This makes the 1985 D penny one of the most valuable modern pennies on the market. While the typical 1985 D penny in circulated condition may only be worth a few cents, the rare era coins or those in mint state can command an impressive price at auction. The coin's worth has steadily increased over the years, partly due to the growing interest in era coins and the fact that more collectors are recognizing the rarity and potential value of these unique pieces. As time goes on, fewer of these rare pennies remain in circulation or in pristine condition, which only adds to their appeal and value in the eyes of collectors. One of the most exciting things about the 1985 D penny is how it highlights the unpredictable nature of coin collecting. While you may come across a handful of 1985 D pennies in your pocket change, it's the ones with specific minting errors or those in near-perfect condition that hold the true value. This is why coin hunting can be such an intriguing hobby, because you never really know when you might find a hidden gem worth hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars. In terms of historical significance, the 1985 D penny is a relatively modern coin, but it holds a special place in numismatic history. It represents a period in the 1980s when the U.S. Mint was still producing coins with traditional designs, and the era coins from this era have become an important part of American numismatic heritage. The value of this coin also reflects how coin collecting has evolved over time, with collectors increasingly seeking out rarities from the 20th century and beyond. For anyone looking to add this rare coin to their collection, it's important to be cautious and knowledgeable. The market for rare coins is full of counterfeit or altered specimens, so always ensure that you're buying from a reputable source or getting your coins authenticated by a professional. There are many resources available for coin collectors, including grading services, auction houses, and online marketplaces where you can find authenticated specimens of the 1985 D penny. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey into the world of rare coins, the 1985 D Lincoln penny is a fantastic example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can hold tremendous value. With its rich history, its minting errors, and its current market worth of $98,288, this penny is a reminder that treasure can sometimes come in the most unexpected forms. To wrap things up, the 1985 D Lincoln penny is a remarkable coin that has captivated collectors for decades. With its unique characteristics, including minting errors and pristine condition examples, it has become one of the most valuable pennies on the market. The fact that it's worth nearly $100,000 today is a testament to the fascinating world of coin collecting and the allure of rare coins. If you have a 1985 penny in your collection, or if you come across one in your pocket change, make sure to check it closely. You might just have a coin that's worth far more than its face value. Thanks for tuning into today's video. If you enjoyed learning about the 1985 Lincoln penny, don't forget to give us a like, share the video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more awesome content about valuable coins. Leave a comment down below if you've ever found a rare coin or if you have any questions about coin collecting. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, happy hunting, and remember, the next rare coin could be just around the corner. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a coin collector or just someone interested in rare, valuable coins, you're in for a treat today. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2006 Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might be wondering, what makes a seemingly ordinary penny so valuable? Stick around as we break down its history, value, and why this penny can fetch an incredible price of $36.928. The 2006 Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. A brief overview to kick things off. Let's first take a look at the 2006 Mint Mark Lincoln penny. For most people, the penny is often seen as the lowest value coin in circulation, right? After all, it's just 1 cent. However, what makes the 2006 Mint penny special is the rarity and unique characteristics that have caused it to be so valuable in the coin market today. First things first, this penny was struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the D Mint mark located on the reverse of the coin. It's part of the ongoing series of Lincoln pennies, which have been in circulation since 1909. The 2006 version is unique in its own right, but it's the small errors and unique traits that set it apart and lead to such a high value. The history behind the Lincoln penny series. Before we get into why this penny is worth so much, let's take a quick detour into the history of the Lincoln 1-cent penny. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was designed by the artist Victor David Brenner, and it became an iconic symbol of U.S. currency. Over the years, the design of the penny has undergone a few changes. The most notable change came in 1959, when the reverse design was updated to feature the Lincoln Memorial, and the current reverse featuring the Union Shield was introduced in 2010. But in 2006, something happened with the minting process that made the 2006 penny stand out from the rest of the series. Why is the 2006 Mint Mark Lincoln penny valuable? Now, the million-dollar question, well, almost $1 million. Why is this particular penny so valuable? There are a few factors at play here. The primary reason why this 2006 penny is worth so much is due to a rare minting error. This penny was struck with what's called a double die error. For those unfamiliar with the term, a double die error occurs when the coin is struck by the die more than once, causing parts of the design to appear doubled. In the case of the 2006 penny, the doubling is most often seen on the letters and numbers, making them appear thicker and more prominent than usual. The doubling is especially noticeable in the word Liberty and the date 2006. In some cases, this error can be so subtle that only a trained eye can spot it, but once you recognize it, you'll see how this seemingly small mistake significantly impacts the value of the coin. What makes the 2006 Mint Mark Lincoln penny so rare? The rarity of the 2006 Mint Mark Lincoln penny with this particular error is what really drives its value. Errors like these don't happen every day, and they tend to be fairly scarce. Because of the relatively low number of these error coins in circulation, collectors are willing to pay a premium for a 2006 penny that exhibits this double die feature. In fact, not all 2006 pennies are valuable. It's only those with the doubling error that are considered rare and valuable. If you happen to come across one, it could be worth thousands of dollars, as opposed to the standard 1-cent value. It's this rarity combined with the appeal of owning a unique, historical coin that makes it such an attractive option for collectors. The current market value, $36.928. So, what's this penny worth today? As of now, The 2060 mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny with the double die error can fetch an impressive $36,928, depending on its condition and the severity of the error. Some examples have sold at auctions for close to this price, and it continues to be a sought-after coin by collectors. But like any collectible, the value of the 2060 penny can vary based on factors such as condition, the quality of the doubling error, and whether or not the coin has been graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A coin in pristine, uncirculated condition will obviously fetch a higher price than one that shows significant signs of wear. How to identify a 2060 mint mark Lincoln penny with the double die error. If you think you might have a 2060 penny with this valuable error, here are a few tips on how to identify it. Look at the Liberty inscription. If you see that the letters of Liberty appear to be doubled, with one set of letters slightly off to the side or slightly thicker, you're likely looking at a double die error. Check the date. The 2006 date is often the most noticeable place to spot the doubling. The numbers may appear to have a shadow or be slightly shifted to the right. Inspect the coin under magnification. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to get a closer look at the design. This will allow you to spot subtle doubling in the details that might not be visible to the naked eye. Get the coin graded. To confirm whether your coin is truly a valuable error, it's always a good idea to have it graded by a professional service. A higher grade can significantly increase the value of the coin. So, there you have it. The 2060 mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance, but one that holds incredible value if you happen to find one with a double die error. This rare coin is worth a staggering $36,928 and is a must-have for any serious coin collector. If you're lucky enough to find one, make sure you get it checked out and graded, as it could be worth far more than you ever expected. If you enjoyed learning about this incredible coin and want to stay updated on the world of rare coins and their surprising values, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. As always, keep your eyes peeled for hidden treasures, and who knows? Your next pocket change could be worth a fortune. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey there, coin enthusiasts! Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into a highly fascinating coin from the early 2000s that could be worth more than just a penny in your pocket. We'll be discussing the 2007 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This coin, which many collectors overlook, has a surprising history and can fetch a jaw-dropping value on the market today. If you're into rare coins or just curious about how certain pennies can be worth thousands, stick around. This is one video you won't want to miss. So, let's start with a brief introduction to the coin. The 2007 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny was issued by the U.S. Mint during the year 2007, which was a significant year in American numismatic history. Every year, the U.S. Mint produces billions of pennies, which, to most people, seem like nothing more than pocket change. But this particular penny is different. Unlike most pennies from the same year, this specific variety does not carry a mint mark, which makes it a bit of a mystery in the coin world. In 2007, the U.S. Mint started the process of removing mint marks from certain coins, which led to the creation of this unique era penny. Typically, pennies are stamped with either a D for Denver or a P for Philadelphia. However, certain batches of pennies from that year, particularly the Lincoln 1-cent coins, were issued without any mint mark at all. This absence of a mint mark is what makes the 2007 no mint mark penny so interesting and valuable. The history behind the 2007 no mint mark penny. Now, let's talk about the history behind this coin. In the early 2000s, the U.S. Mint began to shift some of its minting practices. Traditionally, all coins produced by the U.S. Mint had their mint mark stamped on them to indicate where they were made. Coins with a D were made in Denver, while those with a P came from the Philadelphia Mint. However, in 2007, a small batch of Lincoln 1-cent pennies was produced without a mint mark. It is believed that this error occurred when the minting process failed to apply the mint mark to these specific pennies. At the time, this oversight wasn't immediately noticed, and many of the coins were released into circulation. It wasn't until coin collectors and enthusiasts began to notice the absence of the mint mark that the rarity of the 2007 no mint mark Lincoln penny became known. This error quickly caught the attention of collectors and numismatists, which led to its recognition as a valuable coin. What makes the 2007 no mint mark penny so valuable? So, what exactly makes this coin worth so much? The absence of the mint mark may seem like a minor detail to most people, but in the world of coin collecting, even the smallest variations can make a coin extraordinarily valuable. A mint mark is typically included on most coins, and when one is missing, it can indicate a rare error or mistake in the manufacturing process. This rarity drives up the value of the coin significantly. The 2007 no mint mark Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how a simple error in production can result in a coin that's worth thousands. Even though this coin was released into circulation, it is much harder to find compared to other pennies from the same year. Many of these coins were either used in day-to-day transactions or lost over time, making the remaining few even more sought after by collectors. The current market value of the 2007 no mint mark penny. Now, let's get into the most exciting part: the value of this coin. As of today, the 2007 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is worth approximately $16,928 on the current market. That's right, almost $17,000 for a single penny. But how does a penny go from being worth 1 cent to being worth so much? Well, the answer lies in its rarity and desirability among collectors. Only a limited number of these error coins were produced, and as time passes, their value continues to rise. The combination of the coin's age, rarity, and demand in the numismatic market makes it a highly prized piece for collectors who are always on the lookout for rare and unique coins to add to their collections. How to identify the 2007 no mint mark penny? If you're wondering how to tell if you have a 2007 no mint mark Lincoln penny, it's fairly simple. First, check the front of the coin. The Lincoln Memorial design, which has been used on the reverse of the penny for many years, will be present. But the real giveaway is the absence of the mint mark on the reverse side of the coin. If you see no D or P, then you may have found this rare gem. Now, don't get too excited just yet. Just because a penny doesn't have a mint mark doesn't automatically mean it's worth thousands. You'll want to inspect the coin further to ensure that it's in good condition. Coins with little to no wear and tear, good strike quality, and minimal damage will generally command a higher value. If you happen to find a 2007 no mint mark penny in near perfect condition, your chances of getting a higher price when selling it increase. How to sell your 2007 no mint mark penny? If you happen to come across a 2007 no mint mark Lincoln penny and want to sell it, there are a few options available to you. One of the most common ways to sell rare coins is through online auction platforms like eBay. Many collectors browse these platforms looking for rare coins to add to their collections. Just make sure to provide clear and detailed photos of the coin, highlighting the lack of a mint mark and any other unique features it may have. You can also consider working with a reputable coin dealer or numismatic expert who specializes in rare coins. They can help authenticate the coin and assist with selling it through auction houses or private sales. However, always make sure to do some research and find a trusted dealer to ensure you're getting a fair price for your coin. In conclusion, the 2007 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is one of those fascinating coins that has captivated collectors ever since its discovery. What seemed like a small oversight in the minting process has led to a coin that's worth thousands of dollars. Its rarity, combined with its historical significance and the growing demand from collectors, has made it a highly valuable piece in the world of numismatics. If you're out there searching through your pocket change, make sure to keep an eye out for this rare penny. You never know, you could be holding on to a $16,928 treasure. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2007 no mint mark Lincoln penny, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin content, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. Also, let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare penny or another valuable coin. Until next time, happy collecting! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable pennies in the world, the 2008 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Now, you might be thinking, a penny? How could a penny be worth anything significant? Well, buckle up, because this particular coin has a rich history and a surprising market value that will make you rethink how you look at your change. So, grab your magnifying glass, because we're going to uncover everything you need to know about the 2008 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny, including its history, how it became so valuable, and why it's currently worth around $11,928. Yes, you heard that right, almost $12,000 for a single penny. Let's jump in. The history of the 2008 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny. The 2008 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is part of a larger series of coins celebrating the life and legacy of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. In 2008, the U.S. Mint released a special 4-coin series to commemorate Lincoln's bicentennial, marking 200 years since his birth in 1809. This series was unique because it included not one, but 4 different reverse designs, each representing a different stage of Lincoln's life. The 2008 D-Mint Mark penny is part of this series and features the 4th and final reverse design, which is a beautiful depiction of the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of his legacy. It also features a portrait of Lincoln himself on the obverse side. But here's the twist. While most of these pennies were minted and circulated in large numbers, a small fraction of them have become highly valuable due to a combination of errors, low mintage numbers, and collector demand. The 2008 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny is one of those coins that has caught the attention of collectors, investors, and numismatists alike. Why the 2008 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny is worth so much. So, what makes this coin worth so much? Well, it's not just a typical 2008 penny. There are a few key factors that contribute to its value. The 2008 D-Mint Mark error. One of the main reasons this penny is so valuable is due to a unique minting error. There are certain 2008 D pennies that have been found with a specific flaw in the die. This flaw resulted in a slight doubling of the design elements on the obverse side, including Lincoln's image and the date. This is known as a double die error, and it is one of the most sought-after types of coin errors among collectors. The double die creates a distinct look and can make the coin much rarer and more valuable. Low mintage numbers. Another reason for the high value of the 2008 D-Mint Mark penny is its relatively low mintage compared to other years. The U.S. Mint typically produces billions of pennies each year, but for certain years, including 2008, the number minted can be lower than average due to changing production needs. The 2008 D pennies, especially those with error marks or those in mint condition, are harder to find than many other coins from that year. Condition and grade. The condition of the coin also plays a huge role in its value. Coins that are well preserved and have been kept in mint or near mint condition are always worth more than coins that have been worn down over time. A 2008 D Lincoln penny that has been graded as MS67 or higher, which is a near perfect grade, could fetch a significantly higher price. The rarer and better preserved the coin is, the more valuable it becomes. Collector demand. As with any collectible item, demand is a huge factor in determining value. The 2008 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny is highly sought after by collectors due to its historical significance, its place in the Lincoln Bicentennial series, and the possibility of finding error coins. The combination of these factors makes this penny a must-have for collectors, driving up the price on the market. Current market value of the 2008 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny. Now, let's talk about the real reason you're here. How much is this coin actually worth today? As of the latest market data, a typical 2008 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny in circulated condition is worth around 10 cents to 50 cents. However, this is far from the story for all 2008 D pennies. As mentioned earlier, a coin that has the double die error or is in exceptional condition can sell for much more. The most valuable of these error pennies can go for as high as $11,928. Yes, you read that correctly. A single penny, worth just 1 cent when it was first minted, could be worth thousands of dollars today. This incredible value is a direct result of the rarity and collector demand. In addition to error coins, There are also examples of 2008 pennies that have been professionally graded in mint condition, with some of those coins fetching anywhere from $500 to $1,000 depending on the grade. A coin in perfect condition, with no signs of wear and tear, is considered much rarer and more valuable than a typical circulated coin. How to identify a valuable 2008 Mint Mark Lincoln penny? If you're lucky enough to come across a 2008 Mint Mark Lincoln penny and are wondering if it's worth anything, there are a few things you should look for. Check for a double die error. The most valuable error coins have a noticeable doubling on the design elements, particularly Lincoln's image and the year on the obverse. Use a magnifying glass or loupe to inspect the coin closely. If you see a slight doubling or ghosting effect on the design, you might have a valuable error coin. Look for high-grade examples. If your coin looks almost brand new with little to no signs of wear, it could be worth a lot more than face value. Coins in mint or near mint condition are highly valued by collectors. Get it graded. If you think your 2008 penny could be valuable, the next step is to have it professionally graded by a reputable grading service, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. Grading can help you determine the exact value of your coin based on its condition and any potential errors. Conclusion: the 2008 Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is a prime example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can turn into a collector's treasure. Whether it's due to the double die error, its relatively low mintage, or its perfect condition, this penny has earned a special place in the world of coin collecting. So, the next time you're going through your spare change, remember that there might be a $11,928 penny sitting right in front of you. Who knew that something as small as a penny could have such an amazing story and so much potential value? If you enjoyed learning about this unique coin, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin-related content. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a valuable coin in your collection. I'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hello, coin collectors and enthusiasts. Welcome back to the channel. If you're passionate about rare coins, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into an extraordinary piece of American history, the 2005 No-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This coin has recently caught the attention of collectors and investors alike, not just because of its unique characteristics, but because of its surprising value. This rare penny has been known to fetch an astounding market price of $45,876. But why is it so valuable, and what makes it so special? Stay tuned as we explore the history, rarity, and worth of the 2005 No-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. The history of the Lincoln 1-cent penny. The Lincoln 1-cent penny has a long and rich history, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny has undergone various design changes over the years. In 2005, the U.S. Mint decided to issue a special set of pennies to mark the 200th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, with 4 different designs representing significant moments in his life. But here's where it gets interesting. In 2005, the U.S. Mint experienced an unusual anomaly that has sent coin collectors into a frenzy. For a brief period, a number of 2005 pennies were minted without the typical mint mark. These are the 2005 No-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent pennies. This missing mint mark is not a mistake but rather a rare occurrence that makes these pennies particularly sought after by collectors. The minting process and what happened in 2005. Normally, the U.S. Mint marks coins with either a D for Denver or a P for Philadelphia to indicate where they were struck. The year 2005 was unique because the Philadelphia Mint produced coins that were supposed to bear the P mint mark. However, some of the 2005 pennies came out without any mint mark at all. The absence of the mint mark could be attributed to a flaw or a failure in the minting process, but no official explanation was ever given. What we do know is that these no-mint mark pennies have become one of the most coveted errors in modern coinage. Collectors were quick to realize that these unmarked pennies were incredibly rare, and as soon as the error became known, people started searching through rolls of pennies looking for the elusive 2005 No-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent. As time passed, fewer and fewer of these coins were found, increasing their rarity and demand. The value of the 2005 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. So, how much is this penny really worth? While most pennies are worth only 1 cent, the 2005 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is a whole different story. The value of this particular penny has skyrocketed in recent years. As of now, the current market value of a 2005 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny can reach an impressive $45,876 in pristine, uncirculated condition. The reason behind this high value is a combination of rarity, demand, and collector interest. The U.S. Mint typically produces billions of pennies each year, making most coins relatively easy to find. However, with the 2005 no-mint Mark penny, the story is different. The number of unmarked pennies in circulation is incredibly low, and because they were produced during a specific time frame, there are only a handful of these rare coins in circulation today. Condition also plays a crucial role in the value of this penny. If the coin is in excellent, uncirculated condition, it can fetch a significantly higher price than one that is worn or damaged. Coins that have been kept in mint condition, free from scratches or discoloration, are far more valuable to collectors and investors. How to spot the 2005 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny? Now that we know how valuable this penny can be, let's talk about how to identify it. The 2005 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny will appear just like any other regular 2005 penny, with the portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The key difference, however, is that the coin will not feature any mint mark beneath the date on the obverse side. If you have a 2005 penny and notice that it's missing this mint mark, you might just have a rare gem in your hands. To check if your coin is the 2005 no mint mark, take a close look at the area where the mint mark should be located, right beneath the date. If there's no D or P, then you've found a coin worth investigating further. However, before jumping to conclusions, make sure to assess the coin's condition, as this will significantly impact its value. Why is the 2005 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny so valuable? The 2005 no-mint Mark penny stands out among other pennies for several reasons. First and foremost, its rarity makes it highly sought after. While other rare coins have been minted with intentional errors, the 2005 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is a result of an unexpected flaw in the minting process, adding to its mystique and intrigue. Secondly, its connection to Abraham Lincoln, one of the most revered figures in American history, gives it additional historical significance. As more people become aware of this coin's rarity and value, its price continues to climb. Many collectors believe that the 2005 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny could become a key piece of any serious coin collection, which is why investors are now looking for these coins to add to their portfolios. The limited availability and growing interest in this rare penny only serve to increase its worth. How to sell or buy a 2005 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny? If you happen to have one of these rare pennies in your collection and are considering selling it, you have several options. You can take it to a local coin dealer or auction house, where professionals will appraise the coin and determine its market value. Online marketplaces such as eBay also offer a platform for buyers and sellers to connect, but it's essential to be cautious when listing rare coins on the internet. Always provide clear, high-quality images of the coin to potential buyers, and be sure to accurately describe its condition and rarity. On the flip side, if you're looking to buy a 2005 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, be prepared to pay a premium price. As with any rare item, the best time to buy is when the coin is in excellent condition and the market demand is high. Always do your research, check for authenticity, and consider getting the coin graded by a professional service to confirm its authenticity and value. The 2005 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in the world today. Its rarity, historical significance, and error in minting have turned it into a treasure sought by collectors and investors alike. With a current market value of $45,876, this penny stands as a reminder of how small details in the coin-making process can lead to incredible worth. If you come across a 2005 penny, be sure to check for the missing mint mark. It could be your ticket to a significant financial windfall. And if you're lucky enough to own one, hold on to it tightly, as its value is only expected to grow as time goes on. Thanks for tuning into this video on the 2005 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. If you enjoyed learning about this rare and valuable coin, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on the world of rare coins and collectibles. Until next time, happy collecting!